Hello, friends, and welcome. It's time for another journaling session with Balanced, and today we're going to tap into the inspiration from the new moon in Taurus. And you guys know that usually when there is a new moon, this is the lunar phase that occurs when the moon is between Earth and the sun, and the illuminated side of the moon faces away from Earth, making it appear invisible from Earth. But another thing that is so typical about the new moon is that it's a start of a new cycle. It's a start of something new. And the new moon in Taurus was on May 19th, but the energy is still lingering. So it's basically going into its new phase, its new cycle, still today. So it brings a huge energetic shift towards abundance, wealth, and resources. It represents a new beginning and an opportunity to plant seeds of intention for the next 6 months. And why am I so fascinated about new moons and full moons? Because I'm trying to live my life a little bit more cyclically. Basically meaning that I'm trying to follow the cycles of the earth and the celestial events and also the seasons. Because in the end, we are cyclical beings, and especially women. We have a cycle that starts and ends every month. And by following the cycles of our planet, of the celestial events that surround our planet, we are more in tune with what is happening around us. And by being more in tune with what is happening around us, like the ancients did back in the days, we will feel more connected to our bodies, and we will feel more grounded of where we are. So this is why, whether you are a believer or not a believer, just see it for what it is. It is a new moon. It is a start of something new, and we're tapping into the inspiration of the new moon in Taurus. So Taurus has been the focus, the pinpoint of this month. And it's usually in the end of April up until the end of May. And now we're gonna enter into the month of Gemini, because the ancients followed the moon when it came to months. It wasn't from the 1st of May, it was from the beginning of a cycle of the moon. And you can see it for what it is. Now, if you look at Taurus, what does Taurus represent? Peace, balance, security, harmony, abundance, and it's ruled by the planet of Venus. So if you draw inspiration from knowing that the month of May in the Western Hemisphere, it is basically a balance of the atmosphere. It's a balance in nature. Like spring is in full bloom. There is harmony, and there's an abundance of green wherever you look. And Venus is the planet of love. And you guys know, if you look at the animals in the Western Hemisphere, this is the time to create new life. So new babies, finding that new love. All right. So with that said, let's tap into what to do during this time. Embrace self-exploration. So engage in self-reflection and exploration of your desires, your instincts, and passions. Use this time to understand yourself better and pursue what brings you joy and fulfillment. Maybe cultivate resilience and self-sufficiency. So focus on building resilience and self-sufficiency by tapping into your inner strength and resources. Seek ways to reduce dependence on external factors and nurture your ability to adapt to change. Connect with nature. Deepen your connection with nature and learn from its wisdom. Spend time in natural environments and practice mindfulness in nature and align yourself with its rhythms. So use this time, this connection to gain clarity. The next one will show us what to watch out for. So what not to do during this time. So overindulging in pleasure, avoid excessive indulgence in physical and sensorial pleasures, as it may hinder you from growth and progress. Practice moderation and be mindful of maintaining a healthy balance in your life. Wait passively. For example, refrain from waiting passively for things to come to you without putting in the necessary effort. Avoid complacency and take proactive steps towards your goals and desires. Resist change. Avoid resisting the transformative energy of this time. Embrace change and the opportunities it may bring for growth and expansion. Stay open-minded and adaptable. So I think it's time for us to dive into this journaling prompt. So the journaling prompts are inspired by the theme of the new moon. And this is what I came up with to focus on. So the first one, reflect on your desires and instincts. How have your desires and instincts guided you on a spontaneous exploration of life? And what insights have you gained from following them? So basically the question that you need to answer here in this journaling prompt is, how have your desires and instincts guided you on the exploration of life? Like, is it something that you follow? Do you follow your gut instinct, or do you ignore it? Have you gained any insights during this time from doing that? So take a little moment here. Let's journal together. I have my journal, and let's do it. All right, friends, if you need more time, feel free to pause the recording. I'm going to move on to the next journaling prompt. Explore your abundance. What skills, talents, and resources do you possess that contribute to your abundance? And how can you apply them in your daily life? So basically, you need to ask yourselves, what are your skills and what are your talents and the resources that you possess that makes you and contribute to abundance in your life. So whether it is your job, your money, or maybe you have a creative talent, and how can you use the skills or talent to apply it in your daily life? So not only for work, but also to make your life more abundant. So let's take some time to answer that. All right, friends, moving on to the next one. This is one of my favorite topics, actually. So, nature as a teacher. How can you deepen your connection with nature and integrate its teachings into your daily life? Reflect on any existing emotional attachments, addictions, or codependency patterns that may hinder your connection with the truth of what's happening in your reality. So let's say, for example, that you are a major Netflix binge watcher. That is a pattern that is hindering your connection with the truth of what is actually happening in your life. And what is happening? Why are you binge watching Netflix? Are you scared of living your life? Are you trying to avoid something? So see this as patterns that you're trying to realize that affect your life, right? So how can you deepen your connection with nature and integrate its teachings into your daily life? Reflect on existence, emotional attachments, addictions, and codependency that may hinder you from connecting with yourself, basically, right? And what is going on in your reality, so in your life. All right, next one. We have 4 to go. Embrace resilience and self-sufficiency. How can you cultivate resilience and self-sufficiency in your life? Reflect on ways you can reduce your dependence on external factors and tap into your inner strength and resources. So for example, one external factor for a lot of people is either time or money or some type of dependency on other people. So again, it's all about you finding your strengths, your inner strength, and what resources can you create from your inner strength. So take some time here to dive deeper. Good. All right. Integration of logic and intuition. How can you further develop your communication skills and nurture the harmony between your logical mind and intuitive guidance? Reflect on the importance of refining your communication skills and integrating both logic and intuition in your decision-making process. So I'll give you an example. I am an overthinker. If I would constantly follow what my mind is telling me, I wouldn't be living my life properly. Sometimes you need to listen to that gut feeling inside of you that is urging you to live your life to the fullest and taking that step to freedom. So can you find the harmony of your logical mind and intuitive guidance? So what is it for you? Is your logical mind keeping you in scarcity while your intuitive guidance is pushing you for abundance? So see what it is. See if you can find that link. All right, we have two more. Grounding during times of change. What practices or strategies help you feel secure and stable in times of uncertainty? Reflect on the importance of finding stability and grounding during these times of change. I mean, that is kind of self-explanatory. So what helps you? And the last one is all about planting seeds of intention. In the new moon, when you plant the seeds of intention, usually until the full moon, you will see if you have taken the action that you need to make the intention come true or not. And it's usually the time when you learn and understand what it is you have to do to keep yourself accountable. So what intentions or goals would you like to manifest and cultivate in your life? How can you align these intentions with the themes of peace, balance, security, and abundance? All right, my friends, thank you so much for taking the time to journal with me. I always enjoy these times. Usually it's in the beginning of the, or rather end of the month or beginning of the month, that I do, you know, the a little brain dump, a check-in, some intention setting for the coming month. But I do appreciate the times of the new moon and full moon, because it's a reminder that we are surrounded by different cycles of life, and that life is not only one cycle, it has so many of them. And if we allow ourselves to live with the cycles of the planet, then we will feel that connection that we need in order to thrive. Because we are supposed to connect to the earth. We are part of this planet. So it's our home. So don't alienate yourself. Find ways of grounding yourself back into Mother Nature. Go out, take a walk, put your feet in the water, put your feet in the sand, in the earth, whatever you can. Take a moment for yourself, take some deep breaths, and just be grateful for these precious moments that you're creating in time right now. And I will see you guys in the end of the month. Take care. Bye.